Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. We're going to look at past, current, and future energies. Get some tarot, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so past energies, we have the Ten of Cups and we have the Seven of Swords. Current energies, we have the Queen of Cups. And let's see, I feel like, let's do three. So past energies, we have the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Current energies, we have the King of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Future energies, we have the Lovers, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Star. At the bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Cups. The possibilities are endless, 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 endless. Don't be overwhelmed by everything that's going on. All right, so for past energies, we have the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there was a situation or a person that there was some deception that went on, because we have like this happy home, everyone's getting along, everything's good, we've got the Ten of Cups, and then all of a sudden we have this Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords is somebody's being sneaky, right? Somebody's taking something that doesn't belong to them. Kind of looking back, looking over the shoulder. There's deception. Somebody's trying to get away with something. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which I feel like this represents either the situation or a person that hurt you. And then that, obviously, if there was a situation or a person that hurt you, that you become emotional, right? That you're hurt, that you're upset, that we're like, well, how did this person do this? Why did this person do this? Like everything was in this Ten of Cups energy, and then all of a sudden we get into the Seven of Swords energy, and how did that happen, right? So I feel like in the past, there's definitely something that was, you thought it was going along great, and then all of a sudden it wasn't what you thought it was. Or it could be that you were thinking that you wanted a Ten of Cups, or that you were in your Ten of Cups, or that something was going to be better than you thought something was going to be really good, but it turned out to not be as good as what you were thinking. And that was kind of a letdown. You know, sometimes we get really excited about something, or we get excited about a relationship, and we're like, oh, I think this is it, right? And you have that honeymoon period, and then all of a sudden it kind of doesn't turn out to be as good as what you were thinking. Whatever this Seven of Swords represents for you, it could have been a job, like maybe you were trying to start a business, or maybe it was a job or a career or a direction, or whatever that situation is, that something that you thought was going to be really good turned out to be not as good as what you were thinking it was. And that was a letdown, right? That's a letdown when we have these ideas in our head. You know, we have these ideas, we have these thoughts, and we're like, oh, I thought that was going to be better. For current energies, we have the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this didn't turn out, but I feel like this is almost like a learning lesson for you. I feel like this is something that you've learned a lot from. I don't feel like it's, you know, don't believe in things and that you're going to let yourself down. I don't feel like it's that, but I almost feel like maybe there were some red flags, or maybe there was something going on that you didn't really acknowledge or recognize. But I also feel like this also means that there's better things to come, because look at this future energy. We have the Lovers, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Star. And my first thought when I saw that Seven of Cups is that the possibilities are endless, and that even though something didn't work out here in the past, it's like, don't give up on yourself, and to learn from this situation here and take what you can from the situation on, you know, if it didn't work out, and try and learn what you can, but then to move forward from that and know that there are bigger and better things waiting for you, right? There's more exciting things happening for you. If this was a relationship that didn't work out, right? I feel like there's a better one waiting for you here. If this opportunity, job, career, business, if that didn't work out, I feel like there's a better one here waiting for you. I feel like this, sometimes we think we know what is best for us, but it's like the universe feels that there's something even better waiting for you. And I almost feel like this energy back here, you kind of knew that something wasn't right, that maybe you were forcing something, that maybe you were pushing something, that maybe you weren't ready for that. Like I've said before in my readings, is that sometimes that if we try and push something too hard, or we're trying to get results from something, but we're really not ready for it, then we're not going to get the highest, results from the action because we really weren't ready. Sometimes, like in a relationship, like we think that, oh, like I'm ready for a relationship, and I'm excited and I feel like I'm ready, but then we go through the situation and it doesn't work out, and then you kind of think about it and you're like, you know what, I really don't think I was ready. I really don't think I processed everything. I really don't think I had that time to get myself back into a place where I'm ready to be in a relationship. So I feel like it's kind of this huge learning thing for you, and I feel like that's kind of where you are right now. But we have this Page of Pentacles here, which is looking right at this energy here. So I feel like things are starting to change. I feel like it's turning your perspective around to say, okay, what can I learn from this in the past? Even though I thought that was going to work out and it didn't, what can I learn? Because the King of Wands is somebody who's very wise, he's very knowledgeable, and he's looking back at this past, right? And this past energy, and I feel like he's somebody who is like, okay, what can I learn from this situation, and what can I change moving forward? And then we have the Hermit, so that could represent Virgo. The Hermit, that it's looking within to see, okay, what can I learn from this? How did I grow? Maybe this wasn't the best opportunity for me. Maybe there's another path for me. How can I turn this situation around to this positive energy? Pages is young, new energy, and it's good energy. And it's like, how can I shine the light on the positive things that have happened from this situation back here that was very upsetting for me? And I feel like that's that looking within and trying to figure that out. And then we have this Page of Pentacles, which is looking over here. So the Lovers, which is Gemini, new love, new beginnings, new starts. Queen of Wands, taking actions, right? Not settling for less than what you deserve. We have the Star here, and that is that hope, right? That hope, new possibilities, new guidance, new directions. I love this here. Like, this makes me excited. This gets me happy. This, this is what we have to focus on when we are struggling and when things didn't work out. It could be that, is there something that you had wanted, right? This Ten of Cups, and were you tested in the past? Are you being tested to see how badly you want something? And can you keep that drive going? Can you keep that perseverance going? And so it could be a test with that. And then Seven of Cups, I feel like there's kind of a lot of emotions and feelings going on here. And I feel like sometimes you could feel overwhelmed. You're like, I'm so irritated. This didn't work out. But then some part of you could be like, okay, let me turn this around. Let me look forward, that I'm going to open some doors to some new opportunities, that when the time is right, these things will come in for me. And that's, I have to keep myself in that energy. And making sure that you keep yourself in that energy, because sometimes it's kind of pretty easy to go back here to the Seven of Swords and say, all of these negative things. So I feel like making sure that you catch that you're, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, or whatever energy, if you're stuck in negative energy, that you find that way, right? You find that way, that path to pull yourself out of it. And I feel like that's the energy that you're in right now, and that you may be struggling with that, or you're trying to work through that, or to see the light, right? To see the light on the path that's ahead of you. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. I feel like it has to do a lot with perspective. I feel like when you're able to turn that around and to make those changes, I feel like it helps in so many different areas, in so many different ways. And that, yeah, it's frustrating. Things didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, or it seems like it's so much harder to get to your Ten of Cups, right? And you look around and you say, well, why is it that so-and-so gets to have their Ten of Cups and it all comes so easily to them? And why is it that I have to struggle and I have to fight for it? And it's like, well, sometimes that just happens, but let's not get irritated or frustrated with that energy that so-and-so gets to have things come easier and that you have to struggle more and that it takes more of a challenge for you. And look at it, okay, like, maybe there's some other things that I need to learn, or that when I get my 10 of Cups, I'm really going to appreciate it because I've worked so hard for it, and I'm really going to give myself that pat on the back because I've worked so hard for it, right? Taking those actions, moving forward, things start to happen, things start to fall in place for you, right? And kind of not letting the negative energy overcome you. We have the Lovers yet again, which is Gemini, Justice, which is Libra. The Lovers, I feel like it's, maybe it's a relationship that you're trying to work through, but I also feel like it's that relationship with yourself that you're saying, things will turn around for me, things will happen, things will fall into place, and I'm going to keep myself in that positive energy, right? I'm going to take a hold of the situation. I'm going to learn what I can learn from the situation, and then I'm going to do what I can do to keep myself in a positive energy and keep pushing forward, and I'm going to make things happen. Maybe it's testing you, like I was saying before. Is it testing you to see how badly you want this 10 of Cups, whatever that represents for you, and that there's challenges in the way, and it's trying to see how badly do you want it? Do you want to persevere? Do you want to pull through? Do you want to make this happen? Queen of Cups, and I feel like it's the process that you're learning so much from. It's not even like the end result of the 10 of Cups. I feel like it's the process that you're learning so much from this situation, and that you're learning how to handle situations that turn out negatively, that you're learning that you're stronger than you thought you were, that you're learning that you can persevere, you're learning that you can overcome, you're learning that you have this drive and this direction and this determination to make something happen. And that is those good feelings about yourself, to be able to look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of you for pushing through a situation that was upsetting or letting down or that was negative. We have the Two of Pentacles, and feeling like maybe your emotions are not as up and down, right? That it's more, they're evening out, that if something doesn't turn out the way that you want, that it's not as much as, maybe before it would put you in a tailspin for like a week, right? But now it just puts you in a tailspin for maybe a couple days or maybe a couple of hours. And I feel like that's sort of leveling out there. We have the Seven of Cups again, which is those possibilities, those dreams, like anything is possible. I feel like it's almost learning that you're a lot smarter and you're a lot stronger than you thought you were. I kind of feel like that's kind of the theme to the reading, is realizing that, you really are a lot stronger than you think you are, and you're not giving yourself enough credit. To dream big, right? The possibilities, the dreams, to dream big and to not accept less, right? Because that's the Queen of Wands. Like, she doesn't accept less. And to not accept less and to go after those dreams that you want to go after. And setting those goals high. Because he's laying down there, but he's dreaming big, right? He's this knight, and he's on the horse, and he's charging forward. I feel like that card represents dreaming big, right? Ace of Swords, overcoming any situation, and know that you can handle any situation that comes towards you, and that you're strong enough to do that. And believing in yourself and persevering. And figuring out those solutions. Sometimes we like to push that on someone else, that they have to deal with a situation, right, for you. But it's like, no, I'm going to deal with this situation. I'm going to face it head on, right? I'm going to face it head on because I know that I want to get through this. So I feel like this energy over here, this future energy, is that you're dreaming big, right? Those relationships, those careers, those possibilities. I love this right here. This excites me. This energy right here is the new relationships, stronger relationships, building closer relationships, taking actions, making things happen, keeping yourself busy, keeping that hope and those dreams alive that you've had. and persevering and figuring out the solutions to make things happen for you, right? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, I feel like, is looking out for yourself, right? That can be that energy where you're feeling like you're keeping to yourself, you're blocking energy. But I feel like this card here is the possibilities are endless, right? We have this globe here, and then we have this chest with all of these coins in it. And, you know, he has the pentacle close to his heart. And I feel like it's, I'm going to make my dreams come real. I'm going to make my dreams come to fruition because I'm going to put the work and effort into it, right? I'm going to make things happen. I feel like that's what that means here in this reading. And believing in yourself and to keep going. So I feel like the Lovers also represents not only that relationship with other people, but I feel like it's the relationship that you have with yourself. And it's almost like looking back and saying, thank you for this not working out here, right? Thank you for this Seven of Swords card here. Because that is what has pushed you to achieve things at a higher level that you didn't even realize you could achieve. You know, that those struggles, that those hard times that you've gone through, those disappointments, that you're like, no, I'm going to push through this, right? I'm going to make this happen, right? That I'm going to make better decisions for myself, to surround myself with people that really care for me, that look out for me, that really have my back, that have my side, and that see the progress that I'm doing. All right, so let's get an animal oracle and close it out. Look at that porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. That's what I feel like this reading is time for that beginner mind, right? Looking at things from a different perspective, learning what you can from the things that didn't work out from the past, believing in the future and know that there's bigger and better things coming for you, and having that beginner mind on how can we take control of the situation and to move forward and to turn it around to where it's a positive, and patting yourself on the back for persevering and dreaming big. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.